Every royal watcher has noticed it. You scroll through Vogue. You open Instagram, and there she is, Catherine, Princess of Wales, glowing in another perfectly balanced, elegant look. Then, on another screen, Meghan Markle appears in a designer outfit that should look stunning, yet somehow doesn't. One woman keeps winning quiet admiration. The other keeps generating debate, memes, and criticism. So what happens when one royal becomes fashion's gold standard, while the other becomes fashion's biggest question mark? That's exactly what happened this year. Because while Catherine was officially crowned best-dressed royal, Meghan's style reputation slipped into something far more complicated. And that contrast tells a much deeper story about image, control, and how fashion can quietly make or break a royal legacy. And trust me, number 3 changes everything. Let's begin. At number 9, Catherine's Vogue victory. When British Vogue released its first ever best-dressed Brits list, the entire fashion world paused. And sitting confidently at the very top was one name that felt both obvious and powerful: Princess Catherine. Not because she chases trends or courts controversy, but because she understands something far more important: timeless elegance. Catherine makes fashion look effortless, and that is the hardest skill to master. She does not dress to dominate a room or compete for attention. She dresses to belong naturally in every space she enters. Her tailoring is always sharp, her silhouettes are clean, and her colors are chosen with quiet confidence. Nothing about her style screams for approval. It simply earns it. In luxury fashion, restraint is not weakness, it is strength. That is why designers trust her. That is why editors respect her. And that is why Catherine did not merely appear on Vogue's list. She defined it, setting the standard for royal elegance once again. At number 8, why Catherine's style always works. Here is what most people miss about Catherine and why her style keeps winning year after year. She never dresses to dominate a room or shock an audience. Instead, she dresses to be remembered, which is far harder to achieve. When Catherine steps out, her clothes feel calm, confident, and intentional. That is why her coats sell out, her dresses become instant classics, and women everywhere save her looks. Her outfits do not beg for attention. They invite it. She balances modern lines with timeless shapes, tradition with freshness, and royal formality with quiet warmth. Nothing looks forced. Nothing feels desperate. That balance builds trust with the public and with designers. People believe what she wears because it always feels authentic. In royal fashion, authenticity creates loyalty, and loyalty creates influence. Catherine does not chase trends. Trends follow her because her style feels stable, elegant, and endlessly wearable across generations and cultures. At number 7, Meghan's growing fashion problem. Now look at the other side of the story, where Meghan's fashion reputation keeps slipping. While Catherine is praised for polish, Meghan is talked about for confusion. Her outfits generate headlines, but not the kind designers want. Oversized coats swallow her frame, trousers drag across the ground, and dresses wrinkle in all the wrong places. These are not small mistakes in royal fashion. They are major ones. Meghan wears expensive pieces, yet they often look unfinished. A $5,000 outfit that fits poorly will always lose to a $500 dress that fits perfectly. Fit is everything in fashion, especially in royal fashion where every detail is judged. Instead of looking effortless, Meghan often looks uncomfortable. That discomfort shows in photos, in posture, and in how the clothes move. When clothing distracts from the person wearing it, style loses its power and credibility quickly. At number 6, trying to be Diana. One of Meghan's biggest fashion challenges comes from her desire to mirror Princess Diana. Diana was iconic, but her style worked because it was natural and deeply personal. Catherine understands this, which is why she echoes Diana without copying her. Meghan, however, often recreates Diana's looks, poses, and even emotional tone. The result feels studied instead of spontaneous. Fashion fans can sense when something is being performed rather than lived. When an outfit looks like a costume instead of an extension of the person wearing it, elegance disappears. Meghan's attempts to channel Diana feel heavy, as if she is trying to step into a legend rather than become her own icon. That creates pressure on every look. Instead of flowing, her style feels tight and controlled. Diana's magic came from authenticity. Catherine carries that forward. Meghan's approach feels like imitation. And imitation never creates lasting fashion credibility or emotional connection with audiences worldwide. Before we move on to the top 5, if you enjoy thoughtful analysis of royal fashion, iconic royal style, and the deeper meaning behind royal dresses, make sure you subscribe to Royal Fashion Files. Here, we don't just look at what was worn, we explore why it mattered. Now, let's continue. At number 5, when designer labels can't save you. Meghan's wardrobe is filled with luxury labels, but luxury alone cannot create good style. Some of her most talked about looks failed for simple reasons. Sleeves were too long, skirts were too sheer, jackets were too large, and hems dragged across the ground. These details matter. They turn expensive clothes into visual distractions. Remember the see-through skirt that went viral, or the oversized suits that looked more like sleepwear than power dressing. Those moments did real damage to her fashion reputation. Once the internet starts mocking an outfit, the damage is permanent. Fashion credibility evaporates quickly online. Designer names cannot fix poor tailoring or awkward proportions. A badly fitted designer outfit only highlights the mistake. Royal fashion demands precision, not just price tags. Catherine understands this. Meghan often ignores it. When mistakes repeat, people stop blaming bad luck and start blaming judgment. And once judgment is questioned, style authority collapses completely. At number 4, the Paris breaking point. Then came Paris, the moment that should have elevated Meghan's fashion reputation but instead quietly damaged it. What was meant to be a powerful style statement became a warning sign. The dress looked awkward, the fabric sat strangely on her body, and the movement felt stiff instead of graceful. Photographs told an uncomfortable story. Instead of confidence, the images showed tension. Instead of elegance, they showed uncertainty. The reaction was not admiration, it was confusion. Fashion insiders, who normally celebrate bold looks, began whispering uncomfortable questions. Was Meghan losing control of her image? Was she being styled? Or was she styling herself without guidance? Paris is the ultimate fashion stage, where every detail is examined. When a look fails there, it echoes through the industry. That single appearance planted doubt where confidence should have lived. From that moment forward, every Meghan outfit was viewed through a more skeptical lens, with critics watching closely for signs that her fashion authority was slipping away. At number 3, why designers are pulling away. Behind the scenes, the fashion world has quietly shifted its tone toward Meghan. Stylists who once rushed to dress her now hesitate. Designers who once competed for her attention now pause. Luxury brands do not like unpredictability, and Meghan has become unpredictable. In fashion, chaos is dangerous. A single viral misstep can damage a brand's image, and Meghan brings risk. Catherine, by contrast, offers stability. She delivers clean lines, timeless silhouettes, and positive headlines. Meghan delivers controversy, debate, and constant attention that can spin out of control. Luxury houses crave consistency because their customers associate calm elegance with quality. When a figure becomes associated with drama, brands step back. It is not personal. It is business. Meghan's shifting image makes designers nervous because they cannot control how their clothing will be received. Catherine provides safety. Meghan brings uncertainty. And in the world of high fashion, uncertainty is something no luxury brand is willing to gamble on for long. At number 2, Catherine's silent rise. While Meghan fights for attention, Catherine continues to rise in a very different way. She does not release podcasts. She does not give emotional interviews. She does not chase headlines. Instead, she lets her wardrobe speak quietly and confidently. Every appearance feels calm, controlled, and intentional. Catherine's clothes are not designed to shock or provoke. They are designed to endure. That is why her fashion influence keeps growing. Designers trust her. The public trusts her. Fashion editors trust her. Vogue's decision to crown her best dressed felt natural because Catherine never feels like she is trying. She simply shows up, polished and composed every time. There is power in restraint. There is strength in silence. Catherine understands that royal fashion is not about being loud. It is about being consistent, and consistency builds credibility. While others struggle for relevance, Catherine remains steady, which is why her image keeps strengthening even without a single dramatic headline or personal explanation to the world watching her. At number 1, the image gap is growing. This year made the contrast impossible to ignore. Catherine now represents stability, grace, royal elegance, and long-term influence. Her image feels grounded and dependable. Meghan, by comparison, has become associated with fashion missteps, overexposure, brand confusion, and constant controversy. One woman projects calm authority. The other projects restless ambition. Catherine's quiet confidence makes her feel trustworthy. Meghan's constant reinvention makes her feel unpredictable. In royal fashion, perception is everything. When people know what to expect from you, they feel comfortable. When they do not, doubt begins to grow. Catherine has built a clear, consistent image over time. Meghan's image keeps shifting, which makes it harder for the public and the fashion world to connect with her. One rises by staying composed. The other falls by demanding attention. And as that gap widens, the difference between timeless royal style and celebrity-driven fashion becomes clearer with every appearance they make. So while Vogue crowned Catherine the best-dressed royal, Meghan was left chasing attention instead of respect. And in fashion, respect lasts longer than headlines. Catherine doesn't need noise. Her wardrobe already speaks for her. Meghan keeps searching for a moment. Catherine keeps making history. Speech Balloon, what is your favorite Princess Catherine fashion look of all time? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Royal Fashion Files for more royal style breakdowns, scandals, and fashion secrets.